the eyes. Here we go. All right. All right. And so we're breathing
This is really intimidating.
We're breathing in through our nose.
He has a 31-13 MMA record and has a match coming up on January 9th with Jake Shields. But there's more to this fighter than meets the eye. And on this show, we're about connecting with people past the obvious. What makes them tick? Ladies and gentlemen, it's such an honor to have UFC Hall of Famer Diego Sanchez today. Diego, welcome.
My pleasure.
This is such an honor. You're a legend, man. This is so cool to have you on the show. How's it going? How's life, man?
It's going great. Yeah, you know, pandemic's been a hard year for everybody.
Especially with training?
Yeah, worldwide, gyms, closing, everything. You got to do what you got to do. You got to find a way. Sometimes you got to just go out in the mountains and train in the mountains.
Hey, that's the best way. That's the best place to go. I see like pictures of like UFC fighters like running up this like huge mountain that we have here called La Luz to train, and I'm like, you guys are beasts. I can never do that. I can barely hike
Sure
it.
you can. Sure you can. We'll get you out there on the mountain.
I'm gonna come train with you one of these days.
You'll be up that mountain like a breeze. Look, I'm looking at you now. You're about 138. We'll get you down to 35 in a couple days.
You hear that, Natasha? He gave me some good numbers there. Diego, I find you have such a great success with your career. You're a role model to so many, and I'm all about trying to find those hidden gems of why someone is successful. And it sounds that you have you have a spirituality that has really helped you with your career. Can you talk a little bit about your spirituality and what that looks like?
Yeah, you know, my spirituality, it's a very good question and a deep question. I could talk about that all day. We could be here all day talking about spirituality, but spirituality for me is, you know, connection to the higher power, you know, Father Cosmos, God, Mother Earth, and finding a harmony and a balance in between with nature.
Yeah. So do you believe like there's like, do you have like a God of a sort? Do you feel like the energy comes from within? Like, tell me a little bit about
I believe that there is one God, one creator, and, you know, I'm not the person that's going to judge any human being worldwide for their religion. You know, I like to look at mankind and humanity as one, and I have a belief that we are of one spirit, this spirit of source energy that comes from this creator essence.
Yeah, I think just the spiritual component is so instrumental for people's success. So I love hearing that you have that. I think spirituality could be really hard for people, especially if they don't have a good group to support them with. Is you know, the spiritual aspect, is that big in the UFC world? Do you have a lot of other fighters, your team members who are
without a doubt, any UFC fighter is very spiritual for the fact that they are a warrior and they're going into the danger zone that is the octagon, the cage, the ring, whatever combat sport that they are competing in is very dangerous and comes with real traumas. So when you're going in that space where you might die, you could die, you have to have some type of spiritual protection that you can lean on, that you can believe in. Yeah. You know, going into that place, whether it's Allah, whether it's Jesus Christ, whatever it be, from, you know, if it's the Great Spirit, if you're a Native American, or you know, there are so many different interpretations of God throughout many time periods on Earth.
I think a lot of people get it mixed up with spirituality and religion. Would you consider yourself a religious person?
Absolutely not. You know, I grew up most of my life super religious. That was my thing. And as I went into this transformational period of my life, that I like to call being cleansed by the fire.
What is the fire? What is that?
The fire is the pains and the struggles of hitting
suffering,
of hitting rock bottom. You know, there's a lot of people out there that have never really hit a rock bottom, you know, and God willing, maybe they don't.
What was your rock bottom?
I've had several. I've had several in my life. I've had a rock bottom when I found out there was no money in my bank account. I had been scammed and conned, and there's been so many trials that I've had to go through. The main one being a separation and divorce of a longtime wife. And this was definitely the hardest thing that I had to go through, that a lot of people have to go through. So, you know, I do have consideration and relation with these topics.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough, man. Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate that. I am so excited that you're training for you're training for your fight, and you know, I try to like. The physical aspect I also think is so important for someone's success. So I try to go out every day, and
I saw your Instagram. I was checking up on you. I was like, all right. It looks like he's in shape, but I don't think he's gonna call me out on a push-up competition.
Do you think that you could? Do you think that you could do more push-ups than me? You're an MMA.
I think that I could do one masterful push-up.
I love my push-ups. So one master push-up?
I'm gonna show you a new push-up today, how to slow down the push-up, how to control your breathing, how to control your emotions while you're in this state of fatigue.
All right, I want to see if I can beat you in this one push-up. Let's do this. All right.
Oh, it's on. It's game time now.
Let's do this. This is awesome. All right, let's, I guess you could take your jacket off if that's going to interfere with your performance. All right. We'll face each other so I can see, what is this spectacular push-up?
All right, so the spectacular push-up starts. Come on, bring it on down. Bring it on down, don't get scared. All right, we start on our knuckles. You're lucky you got a little pad. All right? All right, we're here. Look me up. Look me in the eyes. Here we go. All right. All right. And so we're breathing
This is really
in.
intimidating.
We're breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. Breathe with me. Come on, don't give up. Yeah, this is just the plank start, because now the push-up starts. All right. So it's.
Do I go at your level?
Yeah, you go your own speed. Go as slow as you can.
I gotta beat you though.
No, you don't gotta beat. You gotta beat yourself. And you can just keep going, and you can breathe if you need to.
This is a lot harder than what I do at the Johnson Field.
Bring it down.
My face is gonna be so red.
Don't break your face. All the way down. Keep breathing. Go all the way down. Now let's make it back up. No. Come on.
Oh, this is so hard. I'm like sweating. I can't. I failed. That's awesome. Diego, thank you for that.